Just share it again. Bear with me, guys. I gotta make sure I can actually third eye. And my van DC'd. Son of a...
Weren't you supposed to pick me up hours ago?
Oh, I can third eye. Good. Pain in the asses, though. I just punched their computer. Now I gotta go spend more money. Because now I gotta get the van shipped down here. This pisses me off. I gotta transfer it down here to bring it freaking... And it's gonna charge me an extra $250 because you got impounded. I didn't even go for all that long. Didn't do that with a Jeep. And I definitely had that parked illegally.
Hey there, see you at the next meeting.
Okay.
What the?
Well, welcome back, everybody who is, took the effort to return. But as I was saying, yeah, that's crap. You know, it shouldn't have DC'd to begin with. Hey, Van Regan, thank you for subscribing. Okay. How much did I need? God damn, this is why I have to write stuff down. Okay, so I need 86 fertilizer and 103 water. Okay, so we're going to get cash. We're going to get 60. We're going to do 60 and 60 because I want to put it in the van and have it in the van, not and then some on me. Okay, so there's 60. It bugs me at 60. So that's the headset I wanted, Teddy. That pinkish headset for when I do the podcasting. When I start doing the taped podcast stuff. Yeah, I know. And it's, oh, you're paying $250 because, oh, we had to impound it. For what? It wasn't even... And there's 60. Pay. Okay. But Adonis, one thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna start doing taped events. I gotta sit myself down and write some scripts out that I'm gonna be doing. I know it's not gonna let me do it, and then it's gonna be buggy. So we move 59. Okay. And then I need, okay, so I needed 83, so I need another 23 fertilizer. Well, Van, it should take off. I've had people who read my book and go, "Why aren't you more published more?" I'm like, because I had spent 40 years being told different ways to get published, and eventually I just said I'm done with it. I I spent a large chunk of my life as an aspiring writer trying to become a published writer, meaning I wanted to be published with a physical book. And the problem is I grew up in like 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm going to be 48 in June. So anybody who knows anything about the publishing, actually I needed 26. Okay, so I need 3 more. I need in the late 80s, early 90s, when I was old enough to where I thought it would be worth trying to get published, I sent my book out to Penguin Books. I got a back response. It was it was not a bad response. I still have it somewhere. It was a denial that they didn't need at the time. They were not looking for my style of writing. It was well before a lot of some of these more popular writers like Jim Butcher, uh, uh, Jay Hamilton. I can't remember her first name. She wrote the Anita Blake series. There's a whole lot of sword and sorcery and modern uh, detective slash supernatural series that have come out that are a lot like my style of writing. Kind of 1930s noir detective style, but it's difficult to get in. And I need 43 water. It's difficult to get in, at least then, because they were telling us, oh, you need to send in a handwritten. Oh, the Dresden books are great. Teddy, you'll. I unintentionally muted myself. I leaned on my mute button. Okay. Where was it? Okay. So, all right, let me back up then. So I did post on my Facebook page excerpts from my book. And Teddy, I said you'll like something I was writing, which was a 1930s detective, like supernatural detective, like Dresden Files. But yeah, I unintentionally leaned on my mute button when I shifted in my seat and sat on my mute button on the little controller for the headset, uh, which is why I wanted a wireless. And stupid. Anyway, crap. I gotta find out how much money I have first. Cash. Oh, I can get 1,000. Yeah. Okay, so I've attempted several times to get noticed as a writer. I've done blogs when they were a big thing in the late 90s. I've done. Oh no, I want 1,000, not 2,000. That's too much. I've done what else? I did blogs. I went to writing conventions. I did a whole bunch of crap. Never got noticed because my idea was I didn't have it like essentially my voice, my end product wasn't quite there. I didn't get big because of you know the biggest problem is you actually have to have a book finished. And my drawback was always at 14 I started working. 14 years old, I had a job. And I had a book 3/4 written. I had enough where at the time in the 80s they told us at writing things, at the writing camps, at all these things, oh, um, you just have to have this many pages written, and you send in a certain amount of pages, and you'll get published, and you'll get a writing contract to get published. I missed my turn. So we're like, oh, okay, so you send in your pages, and a lot of people got their ideas stolen from them that way and didn't realize it. We didn't know that, that's how you got your book stolen from you, because they take a look at your 4 or 5 pages that you send in, take that idea, hand it off to a ghostwriter, and all of a sudden, I know of a couple of books that came out in the 90s that are similar to ideas that I had and that I sent in. And you have to write, and you have to turn it. And I got very little support for my writing. And then in the 90s, they said, "Oh, you need like halfway through, in the 90s. Oh, you can only send in you only can send in physical documents, and we don't take anything from an agent." Okay, no agent. Send in a physical copy. Did that. Got denied. At the time, they weren't looking for my kind of writing. And there's trends. Trends change. And then halfway through the 90s, oh, email only and must come from an agent. Oh, well, how the hell you get an agent? Oh, well, you got to be published in a magazine or two. Oh, how you get published in a magazine or two? Well, you got to send in, full stories, and they can only come from an agent. Wait, so to get an agent, I have to have an agent? What? And then, of course, there's the whole self-publishing scams that ran through the 90s where, oh, you give us, $1,000, we'll publish, copies of your book and all this other crap. And then in the 2000s, they were back to, oh, no paper copy, nothing from agent, no unsolicited, which means you can't send it in blank. Like, I couldn't send it in by myself. I had to come from an agent. How do you get an agent? Well, you got to send it to an agency. An agency will only take stuff if you're known already, or they only take stuff if you got picked up. And then, of course, the whole social media thing came around. So social media is held. Like, now you can become a published writer. And I'm going to do this. I don't care. To me, I don't know why I like doing this. But, yeah, we're doing this. Oh, I ruined the run. Okay, it's my OCD coming through. But a social media presence, building your brand on social media has taken off, has held its ground long enough now, and now I can self-publish for free through ebooks, which is that link that's in my description is a link to the company that published my novel, and it's a short novel. The story is about a group of adventurers who go into a dungeon. The dungeon, they're a part of a class, because in my world, to become an adventurer, you've got to go to school and become certified. You got to be able to identify monsters. You got to be able to have some skills. You can't just, pick up a sword, pick up a shield, and go run into a dungeon. In the game world, there is basis behind it. It's the idea of, it's a way to explain why there are levels, why there are different schools your character has to go through. It helps build storyline for the game. It builds, and in my game universe, while I create... The book is based around the idea of people using my book as source material for running Dungeons and Dragons. or Pathfinder or AD&D Second Edition for all I care. I put no stats in the book, meaning there's no everything is based off of what you as the dungeon master or game master want to do. So if you want to have it where, the monster does a whole crap ton of damage or no damage at all based off of the levels of your character or their skills or how much you want to scare the living bejesus out of them. Because the first monster I describe is literally the idea, like, it literally came kind of from a nightmare. You know how it was the shakers, the shaker mugs, like Opie sells, that he loves. There used to be a thing where you could have a mug with a blender attachment in the base. It's a mini blender. Where you carry the base. It's like literally you could plug it in with a USB cord, and it's the same USB cord you use for your phone. And I always went, what would be, that's just the horror of using one of those where what if it turned on while you were drinking from it? That would just be wrong. And so we came up with a monster that kind of tricks you into drinking from it. And its tongue can reach into you, and its tongue is basically a blender. It's just a bunch of blender blades, and it sticks its tongue down your throat, and and now your soup. Your come on, let me move. Oh, that's why. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it now, is it? Well, all right. Trimmers, trowel. I don't need that, but I need my scale. I'm going to do up these 11 bags because I'm hoping. Again, I need these. And oh, it's not going to let me pick up them. I got to go back out. Because I goofed it. Yeah, it's called a, Teddy, it's called a goblet. And it's Goblik. And the name is based off of the concept of a goblet, Goblet, and lick, as in tongue. Where and it was all like I was just riffing with a friend. How, okay, hey, wouldn't it be kind of horrifying to come across the monster that subconsciously tricks you into drinking from it, and it's what you're drinking isn't water, it's paralytic poison, the saliva, which is kind of and that paralytic saliva it freezes your body, it paralyzes you, so that you've got the cup held to your mouth as the creature comes alive, protrudes its tongue down your throat with barbs and spikes and other things sticking off the tongue, and it goes and inside of you, just spins its tongue inside of you, liquefies your entire innards, kind of like some of the stuff that like a scorpion sting kind of thing, where the injection paralyzes you. No, I don't have pit bulls. I have a Yorkie and a Chihuahua Shih Tzu mix. The Chihuahua Shih Tzu is named Popo. He's black and white, so hence Popo, as in the cops. And Dickie is the Yorkie. He's named for my father, whose first name is Richard. Richard, short for Richard, is Dick. Dickie, Rich. I went with Dickie because, yelling out the back door for the Popo is bad enough. Yelling out for, Dick, get in here, that's just too far. But you're sidetracking me, Adonis. So yeah, the creature was just me riffing with my friend. I go, yeah, and the idea for the book came from, hey, how would you introduce that kind of creature though? So I got an idea. But it is a guide to a dungeon takes a group of adventurers into the dungeon, and he stops everybody in the main, like the first room you go into. It's not too, it's just a cellar room with a like your first room you come into. It's got a table on it, some shelves. It's a room that you kind of prep before going into the real dungeon. And he goes, "All right, everybody, before we go any further, I just want to make it very clear. Don't pick up anything until we verified what it is. This place is known for having creatures in it that can mimic a lot of stuff. So don't just pick up anything, no matter how uh, innocent it looks." And of course, the thief in the group goes, "What? Why not? Okay." And the guy goes, "Okay, okay, just bear with me. Let's say you pick up a goblet. Uh, that could be very bad." And of course, again, the thief goes, "What? A goblet? Man, for a good brass one or a copper one or even a clay one if it's good condition, I can get a few copper down at the bazaar or the market." And of course, the know-it-all librarian type who's along for the intellectual experience of going into a dungeon goes, "No, no, 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 no. He said goblet." And the guy goes, "I know he said goblet. That's what I'm talking about. A good crystal goblet will get you a good 5, 6 gold." "No, no. He said gob lick. Lick as in like with your tongue." "Oh, well, what the hell's a gob lick?" And the guy goes, "All right. Say you're walking through a room and you've been in the dungeon for a little while and you're a little thirsty. So you, instead of reaching for your pouch, your wineskin or your water skin, you see a goblet on the counter, or a cup, or a mug, and it's this great looking, it looked clean, clear, crystal clear, refreshing water. And all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna drink it." So you pick it up, you drink it, and as you're drinking it, what you don't know is that clean, clear, crystal clear, perfect water isn't really water. It's a poison that paralyzes you. And then a tongue comes out and that description. I'm not going to do it again. And then it eats you from the inside out. That is a goblet. It's a mimic. It makes itself look like a cup. The more pretty, the more uh, expensive looking, the younger the creature, so the more powerful the poison will be. The older it looks, the older it'll be, and it'll take you. The poison is still pretty powerful, but it has to be a slightly larger version of itself to get you to drink more, because of course its poison is weakened over time. But here's the thing: you won't notice until the fluid has hit your mouth. So just don't pick up any random thing. Again, everything in here could probably kill you. So cheers. And he goes and tips back the cup that he picked up off the counter that nobody quite realized he'd picked up. And everybody in the group freaks out because they notice as the liquid hits his mouth, his eyes get real big as he realizes that he's just drank the poison from a goblet. And the tongue is coming out of the thing's mouth as the group watch. I can tell you what happens to the characters after that. Because, yeah, you got to read it. But, but let's put it this way. Somebody loses an arm. Somebody dies. There's like hats that can decapitate you. There's chairs that will kill you. I created 12 creatures or things that are not quite safe, or you won't realize they're bad for you until they're bad for you. Well, actually, it's not bad. I got 62 out of 11. That's better than the average. That's better than 5 average. What is that? 62 end up 11. That should be 62 divided by 11. Oh, that's 5.5. Okay, that's not bad average. 5.6. I say 5.5. It's a better average than normal. See, that's why I want to get the skunk up to 99% because that was 99% quality skunk. I got Dicky, lay down. I got out of 11 buds, I got 62 bags. And that's a pretty good average. I want 8 plants. And we're going to go. But that creature. Teddy, I haven't been able to play for a while. I tried to run a game a couple of years ago, and it kind of fell apart. Nobody wanted to continue. What is your problem? Oh, it's this guy.
Hey, Robot.
Hey, how you doing? So you're the one holding up traffic. I was wondering, why can't he get past my van? That's ridiculous.
I was just securing your van, bro, because you didn't lock it. And the stuff you got in the back there, yeah, just making sure no one is getting it.
No, thank you very much.
I just always keep in mind, lock your doors, lock your cars.
Yeah, well, I didn't think about I was going to be inside for that long, and it kind of took me a little longer than I thought.
Yeah.
By the way, do you grow your own tomatoes?
I do not. No, I don't. I don't make tomatoes.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to tell you, if you need to if you want to make the most of your money and you decide to grow some tomatoes, don't get the expensive tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Buy the really cheap stuff, the skunk tomatoes.
Yeah.
And grow them 2 at a time. Stagger your grows, where you grow 2 at a time, and then every time they're like a good 20%, plant 2 more, and keep it between 8 and 10 plants growing at a time.
All right.
And you can make high quality tomatoes, which get you higher amounts of fruit.
I see.
And that way, and by the way, you can get a single fruit. For every single fruit you get, it'll cost you $4.60. And even if you aren't a part of a club, you'll double or triple your money depending where you sell.
Sounds like a good investment.
Yeah, for your time, and your time invested per plant is 20 minutes.
Wait, for real?
Yep. You'll take
That's
longer to
quite long,
bag
actually.
it than it will be to grow it.
How many things you get out of it? How many seeds?
On average, you don't get any seeds out of it, but the individual plants can produce up to let's see, it was 5 fruit per about 65 bags, or excuse me, 65 fruit.
Oh, really?
Yep. And your total initial investment will be, give me half a second. I gotta look at my spreadsheet. I like him, that's why I'm telling him about this. I'm not giving him too much info. So your initial investment is $280. So total for, because you gotta put them in Ziploc bags so they stay fresh, right? So the amount of fertilizer, water, the seeds, and bags, you'll spend about $280 per plant. But
All right.
65 times, let's see, but it costs you, so each out of that 280 divided 65, it costs you like $4.60 a bag, a Ziploc bag, and you can sell them for just as a non-club member, you can sell them for $15 in some locations.
That's not bad.
So you make at least double,
Yeah,
as
man.
long as you're paying attention. And I know Daryl's a part. I know Daryl and a few others have said that if you're in a club, you can sell the bags for $30 to $40.
All right, all right.
So per bag, you can clear upwards of $25 in profit.
Yeah, I mean, if you would sell them, would be better for you.
Yeah. Oh, I plan, and probably grow in bulk and get, somebody to grow or that, or maybe start my own club.
Yeah, definitely. Why not? Yeah.
I ain't looking to do any of the politics or anything. I just want a gentleman's club. You know,
Yeah,
you know, group of old bastards who just want to hang out.
yeah. Yeah, no, I get you, man. I'm also doing this just for the business, for the money, man. That's
But
why,
Can
I
I
mean,
ask you boys a question real quick? If I'm not trying to interrupt, I'm sorry.
yeah, what's
sure.
up?
Hey, do you guys know where I can get myself a gun?
A what?
Gun?
Yes.
Oh, hey, look who it is. I know who that is. What's up?
Good.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, nice. Which gun you looking for?
Just something cheap. I don't need something too fancy, but I have issues with people right
Let
now.
me check.
Yeah, he's a good one to talk to.
What? I don't have any money right now to pay him. I was just interested where to get one.
Well, he'll
How
tell you
does
what
it
he's got and
go?
how much. Yeah, he'll tell you how much he
Oh,
can
cool,
get one
cool,
for you.
cool.
That he's not gonna.
Okay, good contact then. I'm glad I asked. So how you been?
Not bad, not bad.
Nice.
Gonna go grow some tomatoes.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm doing some business with Azazel now. I'm part of his
I actually don't have anything
his
right now.
what is it? You don't have any right now?
No, I do not. Nope.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that's fine.
I only have some expensive bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
I'm
I'll
surprised,
leave you
Mister.
boys to it.
I've heard Mister Azazel can get guns pretty well.
Wait, what's your
Yeah,
name?
I mean, but I'm not like fully affiliated, if that makes sense. I just,
Okay.
What's
I'm
your
just
name?
associated. So I don't know if he'd want to do that. Me?
Yeah.
James.
All right, nice to meet you, James.
Yeah.
Which people
Let me
exactly
let
do
me
you
get
have
your
problems
contact
with?
information just to have it real quick.
Which
In
people do
case
you
I
have
need to get
problems with?
somebody.
What's the names of them?
You said what?
What are the names of the people you have problem with?
I know. I was gonna say, did you buy the bike from?
No, but we see
Let's
each other, yeah.
see.
You have a
Yeah, I
bike.
see. I see you bought a Teddy B's bike.
Yeah. I was able to get it.
Nice,
It's
nice.
actually really nice.
You enjoy
Hopefully, I
it.
can get some.
By the way, is he in
Yeah.
city?
I think it's great. I actually like the look of it, but I can get some mods for it here soon. But I have to do some work to do that first. But
Damn.
I'm getting around to that.
When is Tedder coming back in, bro?
Teddy, I'm not sure if he's gonna be back when he's gonna be coming back in.
I need to sell him some stuff.
If he checks in with me, I'll let him know.
Yeah. Tell him to write me on email. Actually.
Okay. Did you hear that, Teddy? I know it's metagaming if we do that. I know. I gotta tell you in game. And I don't remember who the hell that is. Oh, I think is that Alexander? Crap, I'm not gonna be able to grow over. I want to grow over here. But I probably could still grow over here. I know what I'll do. I'll go over this way. Well, I know it's Jake William, but the other guy. The one who said he needed to talk to you. I can't remember who that is off the top of my head. And I'm horrible with names. I'm gonna have to. Uh-oh. Back it up. Come on. Shit. Gotta take it out. Nope. Uh-oh. Here we go. Come on. Come on, baby. Yeah. Okay. How am I gonna get my ass back at? I think I can get up this. Here we go. Oh, Christ. I am beating the shit out of my vehicles today. I think I'm hidden enough. Nobody really... Okay. Okay, first things first. Get the right amount of water and fertilizer. Put that there. Why does that look right? Dang it. I think it disappeared some of my fertilizer. Man. I hate it when it does that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it disappeared some of my fertilizer. This is going to be tricky. That bug is starting to piss me off, Teddy. Is where you go and put something in your bags, and if it goofs it, it makes stuff disappear. I'm at Clutch Teddy. Okay. Oh, wow. So, I started watching Elena, Elite, Frenchie, Lauren, D'Lo, Bob, back when they were still doing V2 this time last year. And I caught a couple of Elite's live streams. Then I started watching Chloe towards the end of V2. And then I followed Elena, Chloe, Only Luke, and Azazel, honestly, during Cyberline, which I thought they could have done better with. They could have done more with it. It could have been done a little differently, I think. Storyline wise, I think they could have done a little better. And then when V3 came out and people were not streaming as much, per se, or the streams they were dealing with all the, like, Opie wasn't going out and doing all the crim stuff as much. They were doing, they were trying to sell weed. They were trying to, they were trying to do guns. They were trying to figure everything out. But early V3 was all everybody doing the grind, this stuff. So it was just hours and hours of people doing this stuff. And I'm, no problem with that. I like this kind of, the content, it's not bad for me. It gives you a chance to talk to your, why won't it let me pull over 8? If it made it disappear, I'm going to be pissed. Eight. Thank you. So I started watching guys like Hitman Mike, Battery. And I followed Battery a little bit during V2, But he wasn't in the end of V2 as much. He'd gone to a different server at that point in time, and I was kind of focused on Redline V2, and I was watching also like backlog and all those old videos from Opie. And so one night I just started following Clutch, and he had his friend Will in his background of his Discord. So all you're hearing occasionally is another Aussie voice, not Aussie, another New Zealander voice going, "Crackman," and them commenting, talking like what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was trying to figure out who was the one who kept saying "Crackman." So I'm like, wait, who's saying that in the group he was running with? And I'm like, what is going on here? And of course, I'm also telling Daryl, who he was playing Carlos at the time. I'm telling him to straight up murder one of his crew for not listening. I'm like, dude, just freaking kill him. If you're fed up with him, if you're tired of him, just kill him. You're playing a criminal. You're playing somebody who has no problems using a gun. Just kill him. Set an example. If you want to run the crew, run the crew. Don't puss out. It's gonna do that to me, huh? Okay, we're planting along the top here. Will's also said, yeah, just kill him. And Clutch can tell you who I was telling him to kill constantly. Who ended up becoming an EMT, and they like, I don't know how he became an EMT. He's got a record longer than Clutch than Carlos, and they did Carlos for a couple of things, and then it was just I ended up continuing to follow him. I ended up becoming one of his mods, and then I convinced him to get his Discord up and running, really getting up and running. And I was like the second or third person that followed him on YouTube. And then I ended up joining his Discord channel in, I want to say October, middle of October, towards the end maybe. Because he was doing a lot of Phasmophobia, because he didn't care for the whole storyline that Redline was doing. He didn't want to do the whole Freddy crap, or was it Jason? Whoever they had doing the Freddy or Jason running around thing, he didn't want to do all that. He did it once and he was done. It was just like, meh. That's it. I'm done. We went through the storyline once. I'm good. And he was just over it. So he started doing Phasmophobia. And the people he was streaming with playing it didn't want to do it more than once or twice. They didn't like the game. And I said, hey, it's only $15 on Steam. I'll buy it and I'll play with you. I'll get it this weekend and download it, and we can play on Monday. You can stream it. And I ended up starting to just be in the background of his chats, of his streams. And Fuego coined the term voice in Jonathan's head, because he didn't realize it was me, who's also in the Discord, or in the chat. And he's like, who's in your background? And I put up as Dark Thought as my main, it's me. He's like, oh well. And Jonathan, Daryl, because I ended up saying both their names. He has a bad habit of, I don't want to say leaving, but not abandoning either, but taking a break from his own streams to do stuff. Yeah, especially when he's doing stuff like this. We are just bullshitting with each other and bullshitting with the chat. And it was just, he pushed me to. Actually, it's Hitman who started pushing me to do it because I was talking to him, and Hitman's like, "Oh my God, you did it!" Like, yeah, I gotta remember. Mike Thompson is one of the first people Grandpa met in the city. That's Hitman's character in Redline. He don't come on Redline as much. He's also on earlier in the day. And he's doing a lot of, I think, Call of Duty. Now we find our other two. And we bump these up. I hope that glitch didn't disappear 17 of my freaking fertilizer. That'd piss me off. Because then there's a chance I can't push these 8 to full. Where's that last one? There it is. It's the other thing I can't stand is like trying to find these stupid little bud plants. And if you don't stay on them, and I've learned you hit them twice every time. After you get them to 100% the first time, you hit them twice with the water, twice with the fertilizer, all the way up until they hit 80, and then you just push the 80 to 100. Push them at 80% to 100% quality, or they don't make it. And it's kind of not pointless, but it's kind of for their production. You're lucky, Courtney. I contemplated erasing everybody's points and starting everybody from scratch. But yeah, Teddy, I actually have been a writer since I was 3 or 4. And wrote, like, okay, you probably remember in the late 90s when Hasbro bought Wizards of the Coast after Wizards of the Coast bought TSR, who made Dungeons and Dragons, just so they could have a publishing company for their upcoming fiction books that they based off of the Magic card game. So the thing is that I can't remember if it was Bantam or Penguin or Random House. The big publishing company that owned TSR Publishing routinely would routinely dump all their debt onto TSR because the company had been shown to bounce back with miraculous skill. All they had to do was release a new book or hint at a new expansion for Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna put out am I out of seeds? No, I got 2 more left. Okay, we're gonna put out a new expansion for a new book, a new trilogy for Dragonlance. Everybody would buy the crap out of the Dragonlance series. Gotta get the new book. Gotta get the new book. Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss made hand over fist and had to write constantly for Dragonlance, Forgotten Realms, Greyhawk, the non-standard Dungeons and Dragons books, the generics. To keep up, they had to write constantly, and they got a bit of burnout from that. Actually, they stopped writing for a couple of years. But when Hasbro bought Wizards of the Coast and TSR, and then came out with their brand new version of Dungeons and Dragons 3.0 or whatever they call it. No, it's Dungeons and Dragons version 2. Or no, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons version 2. Or is it version 3? I can't remember which. Whatever, they're box sets that they sold at Toys R Us and everything. They came out with that Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, with the Wayans brother, using proper American modern slang in a fantasy universe. And it was all supposed to, cash in on the Wayans brothers fandoms and, and kids, and it was supposed to push their game boxes. I actually wrote to Hasbro and called them idiots because their storyline sucked. Great premise. Started out real well. The end of this movie sucked. I don't care if they killed the Wayans brother. It's not the point. It was the way they ended it, with them turning into little sprite things and flying off into the universe for the and possibility of there being a sequel. And I said I wrote them like a complaint letter to say, if you guys really wanted to sell the game, at the end of the movie, you should have had a bunch of kids ranging the proper age group, getting up from a table with all that fun product placement that you could have made lots more money with. And so that was a great game. I can't wait to play again. Yeah, it's too bad my character died, though. He died heroically, and I'll have to create a new character and have it, actually kind of tie in to the box set, to the game they're trying to sell. And I've told that story to other people who are like, that's actually brilliant. That would have worked. And I'm like, I know. I gotta come back up here and make sure these guys are at 100, because by the time I plant, yeah, they're already at 80. By the time I plant these last two, these will be at 100. Good, I stopped it. I wanted to water. Come on. Push it to 100. Come on, push it to 100. One more. I got more water than fertilizer. I got to push the water. There we go. Next, come on. Check the plant. Feed. Water, come on. But yeah, I've had friends ask me, like I've done stuff like walked into a group of people who wanted to run a live action role playing game at a college, and they're like, yeah, we can't come up with a storyline. I said, all right, here you go. Boom, here's a storyline. And they're like, Jesus Christ, how'd you come up with that so fast? It's freaking obvious. How didn't you come up with it? It was an obvious. It was like seriously obvious. It's for Vampire the Masquerade. The new community college that you're playing at is now being designated as an Elysium. The first event is to decide who gets to control the Elysium. It's a big deal within the vampire community. You can make a whole evening out of it. Oh my god, you're right. Like, yeah, learn the lore. That's one big thing I plan to have in my MMO is I will actually seed my novels. All the information that's in my novels will be seeded throughout the game as copies of, or like shortened articles of, the Adventures Digest novels. You're gonna find the an excerpt from Adventures Digest, how not to crawl in a dungeon, section 3, in in the library underneath this monster, because you happen to come across it. And if you collect all the, I'm probably piss off my publisher if I want to do this. If you can collect all of the book, you can find all the separate articles from 1 to 12. You get a free copy signed by the author as a gift. Make it an achievement. It'll be a digital signature, and eventually I'm gonna sign. We're gonna take photos, like prints of the creatures, with the cover on one side and the creature on the other, with a blurb over, like a postcard, and that's what you'll get sent, is a signed. It'll be in an envelope and everything, not like a physical postcard, but it's something you can tack to your wall. Okay, next. Plant this last one, and then go harvest. And you still may have enough on me. Oh, come on. This is a pain in the butt. Ah, crud. All right. See you in a minute. Wish we could get some late night cops. As much as I don't mind there not being places and I don't get pulled over, I really do wish I could sell. Because I'm betting you all of Polito will have plenty of people in it right now. Whereas all frickin' day, I couldn't get a single damn person in Polito. %. Yay. Told you guys, you get them to 100 when they're at 80, and you can get them at 99%. 99%? No, we power plant. Yeah, power plant. Feed these last couple. Hopefully I got enough fertilizer and water. bastard. Yeah, I just lost that one. Yep, only got to 85. This is going to take some effort on this one. Because it's already at 80. And it's down below 50. Come on, Orange, you don't fail me now. Okay, use a lot more water. This is a slow drag part. Oh, I gotta eat. Let's bring it up to 70 first.
Have a good one, guys. Can you stop? Or did I chase someone in the car?
I gotta hear Lauren say send people my stream. I have to.
People. No, I'm not. The line's where I sit. It's fine. Whiskey 5, 10.2 7. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for your service. Ciao, ciao. Alright, guys. That will be it for the stream. It was ow. It was hilarious. It was interesting. There was a lot of fun moments. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's go on this roof. Stay away from people. Can I get on this roof? Yes. Yes. It's been an absolute pleasure. Okay. There we go. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you very much for the gifted members, the donations. You've all been amazing. Right. In Redline, we have an amazing community, okay? Let's see if anyone is live. And if they are, you're going to give them the fattest fanboy raid ever, okay? Alright, give me 1 second. Boys and girls, see if anyone's live. Right. That's William live? William is live. Alright, boys, girls, and gentle people, we are all going to go over and raid William, okay? He's one of the cops out there, absolutely hilarious. He's smashing it with his streamings. Everyone go over, raid him, fanboy raid, do a massive raid. I want to see at least 100 of you over there. Thank you very much for sticking by. I appreciate it. Smash a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new.
Oh, she rated William first, and then came over and they came over and rated me. It's kind of like what happened with Elite, because what happened with the Elite's group is they actually Elite rated me, and then Tesco came over. It was freaking, to me, it was hilarious. But no, I do appreciate them coming over. See, that's what I love about these. You know, I've watched other YouTubes for other cities, and nobody does that I'm aware of. Like I don't know why. It's like they don't. It's weird. I don't know how to put it. Like there's no. It's they're out for themselves almost. My problem is I stream till 4 in the morning, and you know, and it's about 9, 10 a.m. for most people in the UK. So a lot of the streamers who do stream for Redline aren't live streaming when I'm on. I'll end up being one of the last 3 people in the city at 4 in the morning. What's our current count? Oh, 61. 61 out of 6 so far. So, wow. That's above. That's 10? What was our average normally supposed to be? Uh, okay, so we're not doing great, but we're doing pretty good. We had that 185. That's the problem. And yeah, I'm using a lot of water because I've got a lot of extra water. I'll try to push it. Yep, got it to 99. Like I said, you can't get a perfect 100. And my graphics are glitching. This is supposed to be at 80%, which is supposed to be as tall as me. $71, so we got another 10 out of that one. Kicking the bottle out of my hand. There we go. Sorry, Poe. Is it temp? Is that it? No. Dang, I can't see the list of my games. That sucks. So I got a bunch of games I can play. Where's my... I wish I could see my... So, I can play Subnautica. I could play War Pips, which is kind of a side-scroller kind of game. It's kind of fun. And a game called Second Extinction, which I haven't played yet. Or I can play Conan Exiles, Phasmophobia, or Ark. I haven't played Ark in a little while either. I should really check my server. I don't have baggies on me. No clue why I have my scale on me. %. And ooh, that was a crappy pick. Only got 8 out of that one. So just shy of 80 for those 8 plants. A little lower than our average. Hopefully we'll do a little better with bagging. Biggies. Alrighty. Now for a lot of, let's see if we can do all of them without getting told off for, what is it, AFK. Boop, boop, boop. Don't mind me, folks. Let down. Oh. Tempted to turn off gambling and leave on slots. I'm going to do that just to be mean. Okay, nobody can gamble anymore. We're doing slots only. Yes, I'm evil. So that means there's more possibility of losing. So I had 79. Divide that by 5, say 80. It's going to take me 16 minutes to do all these. So I'm pretty sure I started. Let's check when I started actually planting. So at the 45-minute mark is when I actively started planting. We're an hour and 24 in, so 45 minutes minus an hour and 24. It's going to take me about 45 minutes to do, 45 to 50 minutes, so under an hour to bag up 8. And I bet you if I was able to keep and have enough on me to do two full runs of 8, probably could have done it in 2 hours and bagged it all. Because it took me about 30 minutes to grow 8 plants. Oh heck, I don't even have weed. I have to go get weed to do slackline. I decided to go do that. Sticky, you don't want to leave that alone. This is the most tedious part. Bagging up all the weed. My biggest concern is getting AFK'd. Sorry about the boring part of this. It's too like Mikey or somebody is it, and we could. And of course, somebody is texting me in Discord. Jonathan Live? What's he doing? Playing gas station sim. I can't believe I'm competing my own. He's playing gas station sim. I gotta drink something and eat something. I gotta take a step so that. Oh, I killed the. Gotta re-drink my bottle of water because I didn't drink it last time properly. And should check how many I left. Yeah, I won 1,500. I have to clear my. Checking something here. Ugh, 21 left. Takes so long. Oops, double clicked. I am going to take a break after this, guys, once I get this all done, because I do want to show you guys how much weed Grandpa can actually get from one round of growing 8 plants. I think we could do 10 in an hour. Because we finished growing. Because I started around 45 minutes into my stream for this one. And we're at 1 hour 38. So we're coming up on the 1 hour mark from start to finish of when I started this round of weed. And I'm pretty sure we can get through all the weed before with a few minutes left. And I'm betting we could do 10 plants in an hour. And that's the logistical part of it, is keeping enough, getting enough materials, because you need at least 150 water and 150 fertilizer. So that's 300 pounds. Problem with that is you can only carry 120 in the largest vehicle, and at most 110, 115 on yourself. So At some point, you're going to run out of water and fertilizer if the math is right. I think we went high on the average for 15 and 15. We could probably get away with 13 and 13 or 12 and 12. We went a little high just to make sure. I'd have to check my bags to see what I got left. We're at the 1 minute 40 minutes mark. 1 hour 40 minutes mark. Or 100 minutes mark. But like I was telling Adonis, Dark Thought Gaming, or it's just me playing Dark Thought, playing video games. And it's any gaming. That's why I tend to put in like GTA 5 RP / FiveM, Redline, and then on my Subnautica streams, I'll put Subnautica, and I'll put the little Subnautica symbols. And occasionally I gamble. Oh, I lost 500. We're coming in under the 1 hour mark for doing it all. And we did officially start planning it 45 minutes, around 45 minutes in. So yeah, it takes about an hour to do 8 plants, if give or take. And we got 400 out of 80, out of 79. I still got 400. So out of 8 plants, that's still 5 bags. Yeah, 8 plants. I still got 50 bags. It's still a good average. And I still have a decent amount of stuff left over. 79. Let's do the math on that. Out of 79, 400, 79. Yeah, about 5.06. So about 5 bags of plant. If we could have gotten a little higher on the buds, we would have had a much higher amount of bags. But still, 400 bags, eh? That's bad. It's not bad at all. 50 bags of plant at, let's see, 50 bags of plant at, it's clear, 400 plants or bags times 15, my best. That's $6,000. I spent, yeah, I can earn $6,000 off these, and I only spent. Okay. Oh, where is? Okay, so I need another calculator up. Okay, so I spent. No, I put in $2,000. Yeah, but 400 bags times 0.07. It's 280. Okay, so remember that. Clear. And I ended up with 13 and 13 left over for. So it's 13 minus 100. And what I said, I did 8 times 15. 120 minus 13. 107. So 200. Okay. 107 times 8.82, because that's how much bag and fertilizer costs together. Memory recall equals, and then it was, okay, clear, 3 plus, clear, 8 times 17.72. Is that right? No, 755. Okay. 5 plus equals. Okay, so we've spent $1,912.14, or around, just call it $1,913. So I can make $6,000 minus 1913 equals, divide it by 1913, 913. I can clear. That's not right. 4087. Okay. 4087 divided by 1913. I can make 2.13% or 213% profit. Off of 213% profit. An hour's work plus selling it. An hour plus selling. Guys, it's, one, it's midnight, and I got to take medication, and I got to get something to eat. So I will be back on later with a different game. Probably, I'm going to... Okay, give me a second. Let me say. Am I on radio? I don't think I'm on radio. It doesn't matter. Wait. Actually, it does. Okay. Let me call. See if Teddy's in or... or what he's doing. See if I can get him on radio. Teddy, you on radio?
Yeah, I am on radio.
I'm about to take a flight. Do you want these? I got 8 slices of pizza. They've got a good couple hours left on them.
Yeah, I'll take them. I'm up at Knucklehead. You close
Yeah.
to here?
Yeah, I'm at the apartments. I'll run it over.
Thank you.
That's weird. That's what you know. Food. Uh-oh. Someone looks like they got a leak.
I put some NOS in there. Well, Jake Warren sold me some NOS.
Oh, cool. So I just grew 8 plants, right? Had one at 85, the rest all at 99 quality, and I bagged up 400 bags in an hour.
Wow, that's wild.
I think I could do better, because I figured out that we can make $6,000 on those 4 plants if I just sell them at my best price. But say somebody in a gang sells it, they could probably make 400 at like $30 is $12,000. They could double what I make it.
You should try to see if somebody will pay you 15 or 20 grand.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get in touch with Battery, but or Nate Bootlayer, but he ain't in the city when I am, so I gotta get in earlier in the day. But even if I just sold it for the $6,000 I can make, it is 213% profit.
That's nice. That's real nice.
But yeah,
how long does it take you to sell 400 bags?
Yeah, depending on the day or where I go. If I go down to the beach, I could probably do it in under an hour.
Not bad. That's not bad.
For 2 hours work. That's it's yeah. The problem is getting in the city when the cops are on.
Exactly. That's exactly why I'm getting out of that stuff. It's just too much work to be in the city when they are.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, I can do a little more earlier day stuff. I just got to get my butt up and do it. That's
Yeah, I also think the city will pick up more. I mean, I think there'll be more and more people like us around, and eventually there'll be some police around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad. There used to be an officer who was on all the time at this time of night, but he ain't. But he apparently quit the PD.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I remember there was somebody on a lot, like in the middle of the night.
But yeah, he apparently didn't like the new setup for the PD and quit.
Oh man, that's too bad.
But yeah, no, still $6,000. And if I could get, even if I could get like just Battery to buy half of it for that amount. And say, hey, Battery, I'll sell you, 200 bags of weed for $6,000, and see if he'll take it. I'll tell him, hey, it's a quick and easy way to I've done the prices. I've talked to people that sell in your neighborhoods, and your prices you'll clear 3 times that in some of your neighborhood. I think for him, and he'll make back the money. And it hold territory a lot easier too.
Yeah, he'll definitely make back the money. I mean, Some of the places I think I heard they sell for like almost 40 a bag. So
yeah,
if you're selling them for that kind of price, then they should make no money, no problem.
Yeah, well, let me get out of here. I gotta go get something from out of town, and then I'm probably not gonna be back in the city tonight. I might go. I might play. I might go sit and play a different a new computer game, or actually it's an old computer game that I found, and just get back into it a little bit.
All right.
But yeah, I will see you later.
All right, later, man. Have a good one.
But we're gonna end it here, guys. I am gonna check and see if anybody's live, because I will share a live. Let's see if there is anybody live here. Subscriptions. Who's live? Who's live? You know what? I'm gonna share. Yeah, we're okay. Whoever's in my stream, go watch Clutch. He's cool. He's fun. Go give him a watch. He's playing a gas station game.